How's it going out there? I'm doing well, I guess. I'm doing the best that I can right now. We're still in a pandemic, right? We're still in a pandemic, I think. I'm not real sure what's going on anymore. I kind of just, I'm just do as I'm told. You know what I mean? That's all we can do. And that's all I'm doing. Oh man, I got a lot going on. I say a lot, but what does that even really entail? I guess it depends on who you're talking to. If that entails what I'm entailing. What am I talking about? Yeah. Hope I sound alright. Damn. I'm just trying to make sure that this sounds good all the time. And it really doesn't. I think I finally have the gaming channel figured out. So I got some games. That was a process in itself. The new computer is dope, by the way, if you were wondering. It's dope. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to start a gaming channel, like I said previously. And I'm just going to, I'm just going to do fun stuff and just keep my creativity flowing. You know what I mean? I am the Picasso of the internet. Right? Is Picasso the one that cut his ear off? Was that him or is that Van Gogh? I think that was Van Gogh. Hold on. I could just not send y'all. What painter? Look, this is grade A material. Cut his ear off. And sent it to a woman, I believe is what he did. Van Gogh. That was my second guess. So I said Vincent Van Gogh cut off. Let me zoom in on this back. Cut off his left ear when tempers flared with Paul Gauguin. Gauguin? The artist with whom he had been working for a while. What am I reading? Van Gogh cut off his left ear, when tempers flared with Paul Gauguin, the artist with whom he had been working for a while in Arles, Arles, Arles. Van Gogh's illness revealed itself. He began to hallucinate and suffered attacks in which he lost consciousness. I thought he cut his ear off. Did Van Gogh cut off his ear and send it to his girlfriend? His friendship with Gogh ended after a confrontation with a razor when, in a rage, he severed part of his own left ear. What is going on with my reading skills? Oh, he spent time in a psychiatric hospital, including a period at St. Remy. Remy, boys. Well, I always thought, who cut their ear off and sent it to their lover? Man, the whole entire world was fed. It had to be in one of them books, in art and humanities. Wasn't it the class? They told us some facts that were not true. That's exactly what this podcast is. So we're going to stick with Van Gogh sending his ear to his lovely lady, which is not true. How is it that we got that wrong? That's what the whole idea of the process of communication gets rattled when stuff, knowledge has to be transferred, right? It's like energy. And if you transfer it wrong, it won't work. And you got us thinking that Van Gogh sent his ear to his lovely lady. Well, I guess, wait, why the hell would I even believe some shit like that? He did cut his left ear off just. Maybe what happened was Paul and Vincent Van Gogh cut his ear off, his left ear. All right. He had it in the mail to send to his lovely lady, right? His lady friend. I'm going to confess my love to this lady. I'm going to cut my ear off and send it to her, right? Then Paul was like, hey, man, that's not the way to get to women. You don't send your ear over there. You do not send your ear over there. And he's like, well, it's already in the envelope on the way to the post office. It's about to get sent. And he's like, we'll say this. We'll say that we were working together and we got in a fight and you're a lunatic, so you cut your ear off. You gotta have courage for it this time. What year? I'm gonna see if they have the year. What year? All right. What year did Van Gogh? He died in 1890. All right. So if he had to cut his ear off before that, 1888. You cut your ear off in 1888. Boy, I don't know. It's the 23rd of December, 1988. No, December 1888. And we are sitting in a small house in Arles, in the south of France. One of the most famous artists of all time, Van Gogh, cuts off his own ear in a mysterious act of self-mutilation. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. I'm going to look at some. Man, Van Gogh, that's not the way to go out, man. 1888? What were hospitals like in 1888? I wonder. It'll probably just give me the 1800s. The top question is, did they have hospitals in 1800s? In the early 19th century, and for more than a century to come, most Americans gave birth and endured illness and even surgery at home. Now, people, y'all want to give up what we got now to go back then? I would not make it, man. I would not make it in the older days. I can barely survive now, and we got all kinds of shit, right? See, look, man, I bet you if the coronavirus was back then, they would just tough it out, man. That's what they would do. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but what else are we going to do? We got to endure labor at home, right? Give birth and endure illness at home. And even surgery. Who's doing surgery at home? Who are you trusting in 1800 to do surgery? Man, I would not make it. No wonder he cut his own ear off. He probably hurt. He was probably like, man, I got to at-home surgery. This isn't self-mutilation. I'm just trying to get this ear off. I got an ear infection. I got to get rid of it. So now it comes back full circle. I support Van Gogh in his decision. And by the way, it's his ear. Let him do what he will with it. In 1888, dude, you could die from diarrhea. Cutting his ear off, though. Would you rather cut your ear or I'd have to lose a hand. You could take a whole hand of mine, but I like to hear stuff. Well, I guess he wouldn't take his hand because he's a painter, right? I bet you, what's his name? Beethoven was like, damn, dude, that's a nice ear you just cut off and ruined. You know what I would do to be able to, hold on, let's make sure that Beethoven was really, let's make sure that he was deaf. Or am I making that up? Some idiot. Beethoven first noticed difficulties with his hearing decades earlier, sometimes in the 1798, when he was about 28. He was 28 in 1798. So this was 90 years before Van Gogh cutting his ear off. By the time he was 44, 45, he was totally deaf and unable to converse unless he passed written notes back and forth to his colleagues, visitors, and friends. That's pretty dope, though, man. He lived to be 56. He died in he was 56. I wonder, what was the average lifespan? I'm just on a quest of questions right now. What was the lifespan, or I guess expectancy, in 1800? Life expectancy at birth was variable without trend between 1850 and 1880, ranging between 38 and 44 for both sexes combined between 1888 and he died before that. Wait, so I need to put he died in 1827. He died before they're even talking about. Let's see the 17. About 35 years was the average lifespan of in 1700s. So he got 21 years out of the deal, man. 35 years? 35 years. I'll be 35 in less than 7 years. Buddy, you just tell me I might have 7 years left? Oh, man. I would break down could you imagine being 28? 28. I am Beethoven's age when he went deaf right now. And I'll tell you what. You could take my hearing if you give me that piano ability. Dog. I would play Beethoven, but I know that they'll copyright that because that's what they're doing. There's some copywriting cats. I'm not using it to get gains. Monetary gains. I just want to listen to it on my podcast, but I can't because YouTube I just went on a 10-minute rant about Beethoven and Van Gogh. But that's how it goes. This Van goes, because that's what we're doing. But, well, man, 35 years, though? Could you imagine being 28 and sentenced to like 7 years in prison? You're like, man, I might die when I'm 35. Let's be clear. In 2010s, the life expectancy between at birth, race, and sex, 1930 and 2010, it's now 76.2. Oh, and women have 81. Oh, that's probably because they take care of themselves, better than men do, I think, right? It's 76. So, 35 and 76. What's the math on that? What is that? 35, so that's 65, 40. So that's 41 years. Did I do that right? 41 years? 41. I got 41 extra years, man. Let me tell you, I don't think at the end of my life I'll accomplish what Beethoven has accomplished. And maybe that's what the beauty of it was. It's like, dude, I got 35 years. I better start now. Because that's what we do. We put everything on the back burner because we think we're going to live till we're 76. Could you imagine being 20 and knowing you have 15 years, maybe more? Because it's a life expectancy. You could live. I wonder who was the oldest human in the 1700s. Dude, I'm glad I'm not the only one Googling this random. Margaret, of course, it was a woman, so I'm really. Dang, dude. Margaret Ann Neve, Neve, you pronounce it. Neve, it's Nahi. I don't know. Was the first recorded female what is that word? Century, like a century, like made it over a century. I got it. Why you gotta do it? Why can't you just say this bitch is old? And the second validated human to reach the age of 110 after Gert Adrins. Boom, God. She was born in 1792 and died in 1903. John Harvey is her parents. She doesn't have a mother. It just says John Harvey is her parents. Okay. I mean, maybe they couldn't find out. Is anyone from the 1800s still alive? 1899. Dang, what? Emma Martina Luigia Moran. How do you even say these? It wasn't. She was Italian. She died at 117 years old. My boys out there getting it, or my woman's out there, man. 117 years. Well, maybe I got a while. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll be able to accomplish. But also, women live longer, so. And I'm about to put some work in. I wonder what Emma did for Emma Moreno. Maybe if I could find it. Dude, I'm just doing random shit. But I'm going to get my gaming channel started, get that going. And I'm just going to do what I can, man. I'm just going to try and make people laugh, do what I want when I want, Oh, if you think this podcast is late, it's not. Don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about it, okay? It's going to be done. It's probably going to be late. It is late. Okay, it's Tuesday when I'm doing this, but that's neither here nor there. Here nor there. Man. But if you come to this podcast and you think you haven't learned anything, Van Gogh did not cut his ear off and send it to his woman. He did cut his ear off, but it just out of an argument with his painting buddies. Why couldn't you just have a painting fight? Just throw some paint on each other and call it a day. You got to go so far-fetched to cut your ear off? Oh, you're out there, my boy. You're out there. But also, you're a hell of a painter, so it worked out in your favor. I mean, you only needed what? When did you cut your ear off? You were 30? Wait, I don't forgot. Whatever, he cut his ear off. Emma Moreno was born on November 29th, 1899 in Italy. She was officially the last person born in the 1800s still living. She said genetics and a diet of 3 eggs a day, 2 of them raw. She outlived She outlived all of her 8 siblings. Man, get them raw eggs, man. And cookies. Oh, she's just into. Oh, she said into staying single. That's one of the things that helped her live a long time. You know, I mean, I guess I got. I'll give me 3. I'm single, right? I'm single. Give me 3 raw eggs. Oh man, catch me in a. Well, I guess I'll be like, what I got left? Like 89 years left on this planet, man. Oh, I got a lot to do. I got 117 years old. Whew. She has lived 2 lives. Come on now, 2 lives. 2 life. How do you just avoid any kind of destruction? You avoid bus crashes. You avoid any kind of crash. You avoid being in a building when it falls. You avoid being in an elevator when it falls. I wonder if she ever went skydiving. Huh? She never had one bad skydiving experience, I'll tell you that, because she lived to be 100. Maybe that's what killed her. Maybe she went skydiving. It's the last time she ever went. You know what I mean? But, so that's just some history for your boy. From your boy to you. And you can take that to your buddies while y'all are, what do y'all do nowadays? Just drinking at a bar like usual? Watching, what y'all watching? Watching, what is on ESPN? I don't even keep up with sports anymore, thankfully. And now I really don't keep up with sports because why do I care? They're talking about not having a football season. Oh, they're about to start their party upstairs. I'm getting real sick of not being invited to the party. Oh, speaking of party, Too Far Gone is done. Not done. The first couple episodes are done. The first one, official one, will be posted tomorrow. I'm gonna have it set to post by noon, right? No, actually. Wait, what is today? Oh, I need to post it today. Actually, I'm just going to post it right after I do this. So scratch that saying, I thought today was Monday. You know, at the beginning of the episode, I did say it was late because it's Tuesday, but then I lost track of my brain lost track, okay? As I was going along, talking about everything, talking about Van Gogh cutting his ear off, right? And Beethoven being deaf, and the average life expectancy in the 1700s, I lost track of time. And I thought I went back a day, okay? So I'm going to post this right after this, and I'm going to post the other one. Just have them good and ready to go, okay? So, I'll put a link in the description to that other YouTube channel. I'll do that, because I aim to please the consumers that are listening to this. Now, you might not think that you get a lot from this, okay? You might think, what is this? Who is this man on the screen talking? Let me tell you something. I am the future of the internet, okay? As soon as I start my gaming channel, right? Okay? Yeah, you listening? Because that's what I do. I run around talking about how high of a citizen I am in the world. I love people who up talk. I want to be a casual up talker, but one day we're gonna all just figure it out. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna post this right after this is done. Post this up. Get the other podcast up. Start my gaming channel. I'm gonna try to film. I got a lot of editing to do. Cause I gotta finish editing the second podcast for Too Far Gone. And I'm gonna try and have that done tomorrow. And that'll be posted next Tuesday. So I'm gonna post these on Monday, which is iffy, you know what I mean? And I'm getting my timing back together. I'm getting more timing. This week, I had to set up my gaming situation. Oh, I fucking hate that word. There's people that just use it. We got a situation. Bitch, you're a situation. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, I'm just going to start pumping out content. Oh, and then I'll be able to do more Bobby Reacts. And if you don't know, Bobby is a fictitious character that I created just for fun. Just because I don't really think that reaction channels are creative. So I just want to make fun of just doing them for fun. I'm just sitting here watching shit. Now I understand if you react to stuff like in your community and all that. But if you're just solely based a reaction channel, I just like, come on, dog. But also I understand because you get to like their personality. So I understand. I get it. I'm just saying, man. I'm not trying to walk back my statement. I still don't agree with it. I'm just saying I understand. Damn. What do I got to do? Besides go to work tomorrow. I hope I sound good this week because I think I'm getting a better understanding after over a year of doing this shit, right? What else am I gonna do though? I'm just gonna sit at home and drink. I think I like. I just don't think that sitting at home is good for me, especially being alone, 24/7. Dog, I work alone. I live alone. Dog, if I just sit at home, I'll go crazy. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get out in the world and do some shit while I'm here, cause I got maybe 76 years, maybe 117, maybe 35. Maybe I might go out when I'm 46, no, he made it to 56, like Beethoven. Give me some Beethoven time. 56 years. That'd be nice enough. That'd be kind to you. That'd be kind to you, Mr. Universe. But that's it this week. So do whatever you do, but don't let the door hit you on the way out.